The night was comfortably settling over the beach. The waves were nice and warm. Cindy Waldron and Leeann Mitchell felt like little girls again. They've been friends forever, and they thought nothing could stand between the two of them. But they were wrong. As Cindy and Leann entered the water, giggling and laughing, one of their fates had already been sealed. Only minutes later, their joy turned into terror. Their laughter became screams of anguish. In this video, we'll tell the gruesome story of an animal attack that terrified Queensland, Australia, and put an end to a lifelong friendship. It was May 2016, and 47-year-old Leann Mitchell was finally cancer-free and ready to put that horrible chapter of her life to rest. There was only one person Leann had wanted to see once she had finished her cancer treatment: Cindy Waldron, her best friend since forever. They'd met in high school, and nothing had come between them ever since. They had always remained close, despite the physical distance between them, with Cindy living in Lithgow, New South Wales, and Leann living in Trinity Beach, Cairns. Over the years, Cindy and Leann had been together through it all, happiness and sadness alike. And when Leann was diagnosed with breast cancer, nothing could get Cindy to leave her friend's side. Once Leann Mitchell found out her cancer was in remission, she decided it was time for a celebration. And naturally, Cindy Waldron was the person she wanted to celebrate with the most. The two friends chose the Daintree Rainforest as a destination for their vacation. Located on the northeast coast of Queensland, Australia, the Daintree Rainforest consists of 460 square miles of green, luxuriant rainforest. The Daintree is also part of the oldest surviving tropical rainforest in the whole world. In fact, the Daintree is over 135 million years old. As you can imagine, there's nothing quite like it. There are some plant and animal species unique to the area. Together, the rainforest, the white sandy beaches, and the reefs in the area make for a diverse habitat. The area is popular with tourists not only for its natural beauties, but also because it offers a variety of activities. There are cruises down the Daintree River, guided hikes on exotic trails, but the area is also remote enough, perfect for quiet, relaxing celebrations and vacations. 47-year-old Leann Mitchell and her lifelong close friend 46-year-old Cindy Waldron got together on May 29, 2016, and drove north to the Daintree Rainforest. Both women were excited about their vacation, and more than grateful that Leann had beaten cancer. They couldn't imagine life without each other. In fact, they used to talk about becoming little old ladies together all the time. Cindy and Leann thought they would always be together, laughing and sharing their lives as best friends. But our plans aren't guarantees. They're merely human desires to be decided by forces greater than us. Fate, some would say, or in Cindy and Leann's case, nature. Once the two women arrived at their destination in the Daintree Rainforest, they checked into their room and started celebrating. They were happy, unaware that things would soon take a horrible turn. Cindy and Leann decided to go for a walk. They were at Thornton Beach, one of the Daintree's many white-sanded beaches. During daylight, Thornton Beach is a perfect spot to watch the waves and marvel at Struck Island, a patch of land just off the beach. But by the time the two women started their walk, it was already really dark. Their path was illuminated by the stars and the moon, and little else. Still, the night seemed perfect. Once they hit the sand, Cindy Waldron and Leann Mitchell started running and laughing, frolicking on the beach like they were once again little girls who shared everything. Their friendship was undying. At some point, the two women ended up on the water's edge. Cindy Waldron's back was to the vast expanse of water, while Leann Mitchell's back was to the beach. The women were laughing, but then, in a matter of seconds, everything changed. 46-year-old Cindy Waldron cried out to her best friend, Leann Mitchell. At first, Leann was amused. She thought she heard her friend yelling, "It got me." Leann immediately assumed Cindy was being melodramatic and humorous, and that her friend's reaction was caused by a piece of seaweed brushing her leg. But then it quickly became painfully obvious that Cindy was truly frightened. and for good reason. Something big and strong pulled the women into the water and dragged them out from the shore. Now terrified, Leann extended her arms and started searching the water with her hands. The dark made it impossible for the two women to see anything. Then Leann's heart started beating furiously, overcome by fear. She touched something cold and terrifying, something that felt an awful lot like the head of a crocodile. Gripped by panic, but also intent on saving herself and Cindy, Leeann Mitchell started punching the crocodile in the head. She punched it and hit it. She screamed at the top of her lungs and then punched the creature again. Nothing worked. The creature pulled them into the water once more. It was crazy strong. Leeann Mitchell clawed at Cindy Waldron's arm, trying to grab her friend and get both of them back to safety. But soon enough, there was nothing for her to grab. It was like her friend vanished. Cindy Waldron was gone. Leann dived down, but she couldn't see anything. It was just too dark. The woman knew that she had to help Cindy somehow. She knew she had to get help, but all she could do was scream Cindy's name over and over again. Eventually, Leeann Mitchell made it to shore and alerted local authorities. She was taken to the hospital where she was treated for her injuries and for shock. Meanwhile, the search for Cindy Waldron started as soon as the local authorities were alerted, but everybody knew Cindy Waldron's chances of survival were low. For the next 5 days, police and SCS volunteers set crocodile traps and combed the land and water around the area, but to no avail. On the 5th day of the search, the 3rd of June, rangers managed to capture a 14-foot estuarine crocodile. The animal's size and its location strongly indicated that it was the one that attacked Cindy Waldron and Leeann Mitchell. Police confirmed that human remains were found inside the animal. Estuarine crocodiles are among the most well-known animals living in the Daintree. They can do a lot of damage, and they're a real threat to unaware visitors. There are signs all over the Daintree warning people about the dangers of swimming in the croc's natural habitat. After the crocodile was captured, Cindy Waldron's father and sister made a visit to Thornton Beach to say their goodbyes and be close to where Cindy spent her final day. Mr. Waldron said Cindy would sometimes do crazy things on impulse. What she did there was a crazy thing, absolutely crazy, but that was her, he said. Anna Lee Annette, Cindy's sister, described the death as the most heartbreaking, horrendous thing to ever happen to her family. She also stated that the family thought the crocodile was not to blame. After all, the Daintree was its habitat, its hunting ground. Various reactions emerged after the attack. Some people called the attack completely avoidable and a result of human stupidity. But Cindy Waldron's friends and family were left mourning. Cindy was described as an outstanding woman and friend who had the biggest smile. Leeann Mitchell publicly spoke about the attack 2 years after it happened. She told reporters, "We would always be together, and now we're not.